the game, cause see the boxing voice.
The Boxing Voice here with Seniesa Estrada. Seniesa, we saw something different from you in your last fight. You went in there and you banged that girl out. You went in there just going for the hunt. Talk about your last fight and just the new wrinkle that we saw in your game.
Yeah, it was a short notice that I took to fight, and I just wanted to go in there and just do what I should have done against that type of opponent, and that's just take her out. So that's what I did.
How does your skills transition to the higher weights? How does that help you, and how do you rely on those skills to fight these bigger girls?
Right, yeah, my skills, it helps big time. With all of my amateur experience, I had over 100 amateur fights, so all of that, I've been boxing for 18 years now, so all of that experience just really, it helps me in every fight when I have to fight these bigger girls. And yeah, like you said, my KO ratio isn't too high, but that's because starting off my career not being signed with a promoter, it's like I had to take whatever fights they offered me with any opponent, no matter what weight it was, if I wanted to fight. And I did. A lot of times it was a big risk. Even my trainer was afraid of like the size difference and stuff, but I was just confident in my skills, and it won me every fight. I feel like I just have so many different ways to win and so many different ways to fight. Since I was little, I've been fighting bigger girls, taller girls, girls that are heavier. So at a young age, at 8 years old, just sparring bigger people, sparring boys, just all the experience. Like I learned to cut off the ring and control the distance and how to get in the inside against taller people at a young age. And so yeah, now in the pros, I feel like it's just going to make every fight a little bit easier. Just, having that ring IQ, knowing when, where, why, and how to throw a punch or to step a certain way.
What is your approach when you go into each fight, I guess?
Going into each fight, I like to just go in there with the game plan to beat my opponent. Like what my look at film based on what they do. But sometimes there's not too much film and I don't really know exactly how they fight, so I just perfect what I do, and I know that in the fight that's gonna overcome and beat my opponent.
So if you sense that you may be a little quicker than your opponent, you may be doing like better with the movement, then that's the style of fight you would fight any given opponent, if that's what you feel?
Right. I mean, I think just my style, like just going in there and just being me, will win the fight either way, because I can go in there and I can figure things out quickly and know if I can stay inside and bang, or if I got to move and use my jab, or if I got to use feints and stuff like that. So just, I don't know, in the moment, I guess, or also.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to be able to adapt. Seniesa, what do you say to some of the people that say maybe you have your hands a little bit too low, you drop your hands a little bit?
I hear a lot of people say that all the time, but I mean, it's mostly from people who like, they don't really understand what I'm doing. They don't really understand boxing. Or I mean, yeah, I understand that people are going to say that, but that's just my style. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I've been boxing for 18 years. I'm not dumb. I know when I need to keep my hands up against a certain type of opponent. I know when I'm fighting a world champion, and I know it's a good opponent. I'm not going to do certain things that I do. But yeah, I know I'm in there. I'm comfortable. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it more than half my life. So dropping my hands is just part of my style. It's part of my movement. I don't want to be like everybody else, just with my hands stuck to my face like this, and blocking punches and catching them. It's the pros. You're catching punches with your hands. Your own gloves are going to hit your face, and you're going to hurt either way. So I rather movement and defense is part of it. And if my hands drop, that's because I'm turning with punches. I'm using my shoulders to move this way, that way. I'm not just dropping them and just like not knowing what I'm doing. So.
Definitely. Seniesa, in your own words, what is your strongest skill set?
Strongest skill set. I think it's just my intelligence in the ring, being able to adjust to things and know what I need to change in order to win.
So your ability to adapt. And okay, Seniesa, so you're in the spotlight now. You've had a couple fights under your belt with Golden Boy. What is the key for you moving forward? What is the key to get to that next level? Just to progress in your career?
Just continue to train hard, and I'm hoping my next fight, or by the end of the year, I'll be fighting for my first title. And after that, just keep collecting titles. I want all the belts in my weight class. So.
The voice of the people, the Boxing Voice. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get notified
anytime one of our videos drops.
Ain't no other sight in the game could see the boxing voice.